I talked to Carol before.
Not very much. Probably because she was the only one. She was feeling alienated too.
Yeah.
And I thought it was shitty how people treated her. Let me tell you something else.
And that's why I hung out with her.
That everybody just loves me in this house, when I went up on the block, Danielle said one of the only things she said to me in this house is, I hate feeling like I have the Black Plague when nobody will even come around me. And I felt the same way. I was like roaming around this house, and you following me around this house for 10 minutes.
Following you?
Yeah. After the nominations. I was going from room to room to room to get away from you because I knew
I didn't intentionally do it.
I knew I was going to say something because was I pissed? Was I surprised? I would have fallen out of my chair and been more flamboyant than fucking Joe if I didn't come out. If I did come out of that box, I couldn't have been expecting it more than than the sun rising in the morning. So it was no surprise to me, but you following me around and saying,
I didn't know
does that make you mad? No, it doesn't make me mad. What makes me mad is your attitude, your personality, who you've been since you've been here.
I wish you know
let
me
me tell you something
though.
else.
Like, I'm really not like.
But you are, and this is the only thing that everyone knows about you. I'll tell you something that someone here said about you. This is a person that is a real person. Don't forget that. This is a person, not a cartoon character. This is a person that has a real life and actually lives outside in the real world, if you believe it or not. How she gets through in this life, being this person, is amazing. And it's unbelievable. And that's why I'm trying to let you all know and keep this in perspective that this is a real person. You're coming off so ridiculous and so self-centered that nobody gives a fuck about you here. You've really... Are you going to be able to change it up? Pfft, I doubt it.
Honestly, like, in the real world, like, I think the problem is that I don't live maybe self-centered around myself as much as I have here. But besides that, like, I really am like this.
I hope not. How can you get through life?
Right.
You know, what else
I don't know anyone else.
You tried to belittle me, and I
Belittle
haven't really
you?
brought up... Yeah, let me finish. Somebody was saying something about my chain, and I said that, this is Nikki Sixx, and I said something about meeting somebody, maybe Keanu Reeves or something. How I try to, when I meet people like that, this is exactly what I'm saying. I try to bring up something that normal people, like, say Keanu Reeves. Everyone wants to talk about The Matrix, and when I met him, I saw a girl come up and he just went, I saw it.
Yeah.
But what can I talk to this guy about that he really loves that no one talks to him about? His band, because it sucks. And I've seen them. They suck. So he loves it or he wouldn't be doing it. So what did I talk to him about? His band. What did he do? His eyebrows and his eyes lit up, and we ended up talking for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour. He invited me, put me on the list for the next show when he played with Becky. And I've talked to him, a few times since then. Is he a good friend? No. He's kind of acquaintance. Would he know who I am if we ran into each other? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people. I'm twice as old as you, and I've been around the Hollywood scene a long fucking time. Some of the biggest rock stars in the world know who I am before I meet them. The drummer for Guns N' Roses came up to me and was like,
I have that
Evil
too.
Dick, and gives me a big hug.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck do you know who I am? And it's because of other people that I know and my reputation, even on different websites and so on and so forth. And I speak my mind.
Yeah.
And on websites and on message boards, I don't go by fake names. I go by Evil Dick.
Yeah.
And so when somebody says, how can you say that, blah, 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 and my answer always is, I will never say anything to anyone behind their back. I'll be more than willing to say it right to their face. I don't have any fucking problem with it. And I've called out plenty of people, and I've said shit that's gotten some pretty big fucking band members put into rehab. And it is what it is. People like me, people don't like me, but I'm not going to stop being who the fuck I am. But it's more than just about you.
Right.
And you've done nothing at all with your conversation. Oh, let me go. Hold that just for a minute. Let's go back to the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
When you said, I'm talking about people that I live with, not people that I meet for 45 minutes, trying to belittle me. I have very, very good friends that I've known for years and years and years and years and years that are as big of stars as who you live with, or bigger.
Yeah. I mean, I have...
Who cares? It doesn't mean that that's who you are, and who I know isn't who I am.
Yeah.
And those people that I hang around, there's nobody like me. There's
no
nobody
one like me. Like, I'm not concerned. I mean, I don't think there's